All right, everyone. So Rikishi talked about Jacob Fatu and the push he's getting. So this is what he said on his podcast. I think Jacob is being pushed too fast. When you go to Cody, where do you go from there? Cody is the guy right now. I've said this before. Let Jacob rampage through the whole roster. Give him a couple of those enhancement matches to build him. He don't need but 3 minutes. Again, we've seen Jacob however long he's been on, a couple months or whatever. But is there anything different you've seen in him? You can only do so much on a run in. This is what I'm saying. You really want to go with the guy, show his talent, put him out there with somebody, let him have not a match, but a squash match, just so he can show his potential of what else this kid can do. So the headline of this article is, Bloodline family member believes WWE's Jacob Fatu is being pushed too fast. So that's the main takeaway here is them talking about how quickly he's being pushed, right? And Rikishi talking about this. So this led to some fans kind of pointing out he's upset about this now. He was upset that Jey Uso wasn't getting pushed enough, and now he's upset that Jacob Fatu is being pushed too soon. And I got to say, I don't fully understand the entire point being made here because I think the distinction that he's making between him doing run-ins and him having squash matches, I don't think it's as big of a deal as kind of they're making it out to be because he's being viewed as the enforcer of the bloodline. It's kind of like Solo, right? Solo was viewed as the enforcer when Roman Reigns was the tribal chief. Jacob Fatu has kind of fit into that, and there's been those run-in moments where he, has been a badass, and I understand that, certainly if you do squash matches, right, that definitely builds like what we're seeing with Bronson Reed, right? Bronson Reed is kind of just destroying everybody. I understand that creates a different kind of view of him, right? That makes it, I understand that builds a character that's much more badass than, say, him just kind of being there and fighting guys. But I just don't know how exactly WWE can fit all of that in. It feels like they're trying to keep it within the bloodline story. They're trying to keep the story as is, and having Jacob Fatu just do a bunch of random squash matches. That probably is just not in the plans of what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to utilize Jacob Fatu in the storyline, and they're trying to keep room for everybody else. So they're not going to just kind of have one part of the show be a squash match, and then he's back on TV again for the storyline aspects. They want to save that first part for a different wrestler, a different storyline, not have it be him because they're trying to do the exact same thing. So I don't really know what the right move would be here. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time.